Welcome to the Orion video tutorial series. In this video, we will be discussing whether it's necessary to hand wind your automatic watch. To test this, we simulated winding the watch automatically by manually shaking it and rotating it on the wrist for a few minutes, as is often described by watch wearers. We then placed the watch on the time grapher. To put it quite simply, the watch is running terribly. You can see the rate fluctuating between -30 and -50 seconds per day. The amplitude is around 160 degrees, which should realistically be over 250 degrees at full wind. These readings indicate that the watch is not fully wound. What does that mean? This means the power reserve and rate will be nowhere near specification. It doesn't take very long to notice your watch stopping after a day, or if it's running a minute or two slow. And if you're under the presumption that the watch is fully wound, it will appear as if it's defective. This is actually one of the most common complaints service centers receive. So now we decided to wind it up. We gave it about 100 manual winds, and it's worth noting that most people consider one actuation of their fingers as a full turn when it's actually closer to half. And no, you cannot overwind an automatic watch. Here you can see the actuation equating to less than half of a full turn, something to keep in mind when winding your watch. Or, if you don't want to count your turns, simply wind for a few minutes straight. Now, let's get the watch back on the time grapher to see how it's doing fully wound. Realistically, it doesn't get much better than this. You can see the rate at about 1 second per day and the amplitude at 300 degrees. This means that the watch is fully wound and the power is flowing freely through the movement. With a high amplitude, your rate will be more stable, improving the accuracy overall. With these kinds of readings, you can expect the power reserve to be running at specification. To summarize, if you're having issues with the power reserve and/or rate, be sure your watch is enthusiastically wound, as you cannot rely on the automatic to wind to full. It is a supplementary power source. Thank you for watching. Until next time.